log an infection. So there are 3 ways that you can log an infection. Right now, I have a patient's routine note open, so I can start here. I can also go into my toolbar and start the process by going to File, New, and Infection. And last but not least, I can go to the dashboard and log an infection, where I don't have to be in a routine note by going to go to an infection control. But let's actually do it from the patient's routine note, at least get that process started. We just click on Log New Infection. And if you have the Infection Control Administrator user role, you will have full access to the infection control dashboard that I just showed you, meaning that you can add and follow up on all infection logs for all patients. And if you do not have that specific role, well, in your case, the clinician role, you can create an infection log like we're doing here, but you must be assigned for follow-up to follow up or to edit that infection. So here, because I'm already in the note, it pulls over the patient's name, as well as the doctor who's responsible for the plan of care, the case manager, who is the infection reported by, the date, as well as the time. Here's regular time, or military time, as you know, throughout the application, and who was to be the infection reported to. You can fill in your infection information right here. What's the date of the infection? I'm actually going to change these dates to reflect within the patient's certification period. Which is important. And here I'm going to say that we found out a week ago while the patient was in the hospital that they have MRSA infection. The infection type, if I click on the drop down here, I can type in a couple of letters to try to find the infection, as well as the site. If I don't find that the site is here, I have an option to do other and free text that information in. I'm going to say it's in the right arm. We discovered it while he was in the hospital. Here I can indicate whether the description in this section here and what the symptoms are. I'm just going to type that in here really quickly. And then which actions did I take and who did I communicate with and document that information as well. Was the physician notified? If so, when? You'll notice that these areas highlight for you to enter that information. Same as lab results. Was the patient hospitalized and was there a culture taken? You can fill in that information there using the radio buttons. You can record your treatment notes here. And when it's time to document the medications that the patient's taking for this particular infection, if there are any medications already within his med profile, I'm just going to type in one, for example, like Lasix is already embedded within his med profile, then you can just add that medication. If it's the incorrect one, you just click on the trash can here to the right. Or you can add a new medication here by clicking on the Add Med button. And any of the areas that have a red asterisk, you're just going to fill out those areas there. And you can also generate an order as a result of adding a medication, and you will receive that medication order in your hotbox. At the bottom here, you'll see when the infection follow-up is due and who you want to follow up with that infection. Once you're done with the screen, you just save your infection here. Once you save your infection, it takes you right back to the original spot that you were in. In this case, it happens to be our routine note.